Howdy guys, got a quick little video for you. Fire up the camera and we got popcorn tires right off the bat. Great, I love it. So I'm working on this lady's pickup here. I've worked on this one before. We had to do a fuel pump and then we also had to do a little bit of a rewire for the fuel pump. She was complaining about this thing not starting sometimes, and I went and looked at it, and I went and turned the key, and everything would go blank like it would when you go to start it, because you know it turns everything off except for the computer and whatnot to start. Hey, watch it. Get out, go and get. I got parts here. I'm gonna spill them. So what I ended up doing, look at the, I'm gonna talk to her about the steering. Gotta figure out what that's all about. So I pulled up on this and it fired right up. Okay, I got the pin out. I just tapped on it with my little thing there. So I found an issue. Yeah. I'm gonna fix those wires and then do our little pin repair here, and then that should have her like brand new again. Okay, so I got a bolt. It's a 5mm bolt is what it came out to be. I just got an 1.5" by 5mm by I think it was a 20". It's actually a 40mm screw bolt, I don't know. But it fit in here. I did have to take a drill bit and just kind of clean up the other end to get that to work. It's still, you know, it's got a little bit of play to it, but it's not really wobbling around in the pin. This piece right here, which is part of this shift tube, that is wore out. So that's something that would have to be replaced if she really wanted all that taken out. But this is a lot better than what it was. So, and then the wires for this here were crossed. So I think that, and that wasn't a safety switch for, like I thought it was. I don't know why. All that's done through the indicator and the transmission underneath. But what was happening is I think it was, I think that was shorting out. So it would probably stop it from starting. Maybe it saw something and it would stop it from starting. And sometimes they would complain about it going into limp mode. And I'm wondering if that's what was causing that, was that short, just throwing the computer off. Let's see. The radio's all messed up too. Hey, fired up. It's got a ABS light. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Oh yeah. They can't come out of park. I'm gonna go take a peek underneath and see if we got something loose. Okay. I fixed it. I went under there, pushed this all the way up, and then, you know, let me show you. I adjusted the cable. You can adjust it pretty easy after looking at it. Now it won't come out of gear because it was trying to do that before. So that clip right there, I'll come in here and I'll get my flat blade screwdriver under here, pull on that, and that'll stay in there, and then you push up on this and it's splined so you can move it around. What I did is I got this thing, it needs to be all the way back to be in park, and then I took the shifter, pushed all the way up into park, and basically if you, all of this, the cable and everything needs to be all the way back. So I just reset everything, so now it's in a new spot. It was like 1 or 2 splines off. Now it won't come out of gear, it starts, and this doesn't move around anymore. All right, I'm gonna take this thing for a little test drive. I went and just gave it a quick wash. I'm not gonna try and detail it because, you know, it's It's just a farm truck. But she did want me to pressure wash it, so I just gave it a pressure wash. Just blow some of the big chunks off. It's just gonna go back on the farm again and get more chunks on it. We cleaned her up. You can see it's got some shocks in it. Kind of sucks. She's got brand new Michelins on it, or new-ish, and this one's got a puncture or something in it. I don't know. It's flat, so they got this ugly freaking base model wheel in there. But you know, hey, she's farm worthy. Tailgate got ripped off of it, as usual. Full of hay. Yeah, I got the shifter taken care of. I gave her a complimentary, free of charge, COVID cleaning. I wiped down the windows, except for the back ones. That is... Would you just quit already? Uh-oh. Oh, I know why. It's got a timer. I don't know what they got. Oh, they got the old throat cancer stuff in there. Okay. The stuff where people are like, yeah, can I get an old office for you're like, I'm sorry, what? Well, today has been fun. Went around to several auto parts stores trying to get transmission fluid for this. Now, nobody's got Mercon 5. They got the mixed stuff, and Napa only has it by the bottle. I want it by the jug. Motorcycles. I'm going to drain the torque converter on this too, because we're going to change all the fluid out. Everything but the cooler, because we can't drain that. We'd have to flush it. We're just going to do a dump, spill and fill, filter change. But I told the customer I'm going to have to order the fluid, so that'll be for another video, because I do want to show you guys how I do transmission fluid changes. As far as regular transmissions go, that's got a dipstick tube. It's also 62, and I don't have to wear my jacket. Okay, we replaced this 2 years ago, but this gets a lot of farm use, so just... Oh, it made it in the coolant bucket. Watch this be the wrong air filter, and nope, that's right. I think she asked me to do, like, not do it, but it was like something about spark plugs. Check on them. I ain't checking on spark plugs on this thing. It runs great. It doesn't have a flashing check engine light, so we're going to leave well enough alone. Hey! Oh yeah, that needed to be changed a little bit ago. Come on. Yeah. That was close. Did I pre-fill it? Probably. This takes 7 quarts. So her steering stabilizer is blown out and it's dented up. This might need sway bar bushings too. There's some money to be put in this truck. It does need a little bit of work. A lot of it's just, it really is just maintenance. We're not really having to repair a whole lot. Oh, this is gonna be a nice one. Wait, I don't have to do my fancy schmancy way of draining the fluid. Look at this. I believe this is a 40100, so it's got A drain plug. Nice. This takes 5 W20. Oh, sploot. This is all nice and warmed up, so it just flows. We'll put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll pour most of this jug in. Looks like that'll do it for full. Let's put the cap on, we'll fire up. Well, the starter's fine. I unplugged the battery, plugged it back in, and it fired up. Okay. How's this wheel? Solid. This one's good. I think. Okay, that's free. That other side, I think it's locked. That side's good. I'm gonna go underneath and let's get a pry bar. It just happens to be right there. So far, the steering links feel good. They've been replaced before. This wasn't moving around. But yeah, her steering box is toast. That didn't even want to... No, I think her track bar bushings are fine. She needs a steering box though. Yeah, so... Not too worried about anything there. Okay, I just come out here to get the mileage. And I went to crank it. Oh, there it starts up for me. But while I was trying to do it, I did it again. It didn't want to start. I pushed on that. And then it fired right up. Let's see if I can. See now? And then, yep, that's it. Whew, okay, let's see what's going on there. I may just throw a couple of tie wraps. Oh, we're missing a fastener. Well, I found a screw. It actually turns out bicycle parts work, imagine that. Okay, here, this is where the action was. Yeah! That's solid now. Cool. 216, 267. Okay, she's fixed. Okay, what a relief. I didn't want to have to tell her, hey, you gotta go somewhere else. Nah, it's just the ignition switch was flopping around. I wonder if someone took it off to jimmy rig it.